Hey, I'm Mark Mobley. I am the District 4 City Council representative for the City of Jefferson, and making this video to kind of explain a decision that we are facing, and I'd love your input. I asked and was granted for a moratorium on mixed-use development in Jefferson until our December work session. I'd like your input on whether to make mixed-use residential a conditional use, which would mean that any plans would have to come before the Planning Commission and then the City Council in order to be approved, to leave things as they are, or some combination of that. So you can leave a comment below. Let me start with some background information. We passed an update to our land use management code in 2016, allowing mixed use residential, which is basically commercial property on the ground level with residential above, like some of the buildings that you see in our town square. This made mixed use residential a permitted use, meaning that a developer could design and build this type of development without any input from the Planning Commission or the City Council. The issue that I have is that we used allowed density numbers that are excessive, in my opinion. For instance, our multifamily residential zoning allows 8 dwelling units per acre. And for comparison, if you want to look at the apartments being built on Concord Road, right behind Quick Trip and Burger King on, off US 129, that's a multifamily residential development. I've just put on the screen the density for mixed use, and you can see that it varies depending on the original zoning. So if you look at this chart, you can see OI, which is office institutional, C1, which is commercial residential, and then C2, which is highway commercial, and then DBD is the downtown business district, and then TC is the town center. So if you look at the maximum residential density on units per acre, that first line across the top, that's really what we're going to be looking at in terms of density. When we originally passed the ordinance in 2016, my purpose was to make commercial development more attractive. I can't speak for the other council members' motives, but that was mine. Commercial real estate makes up the smallest part of our tax base in Jefferson, somewhere around 13%. And we have limited options for new local businesses to rent, in my opinion. However, the densities are concerning to me. Compare them to our multifamily residential zoning. Office institutional, as you can see, is 10 units per acre, which is 25% larger. C1, which is neighborhood commercial, that just means that it's adjacent to a residential neighborhood, something like Cream and Sugar, Black Barn area. That's C1. That's 75% denser, so 8 compared to 14. C2, which is highway commercial, like the Kroger Shopping Center, is almost 300% denser. You can see that's 23.3. And the downtown business district is 450% denser. I don't know if these are the numbers that we should use. However, I believe that the numbers are dense enough that the Planning Commission and the City Council should examine and approve any developments before they're built, which is what I'm asking for. That would make it a conditional use. Now, why do I believe that? According to the 2020 census data, Jefferson has about 2.96 people per occupied housing unit. As an example, the City Council was given a potential plan by a developer for a mixed-use development using our current numbers. without any input from the Planning Commission or the council or the public, this development could hold 268 apartments. At the current population density, this would mean an increase of almost 6% in Jefferson's population on a 21-acre site. 793 people on an area the size of, for instance, our two mill buildings and their parking lots, the old mill. Of course, this is not the only site that could be developed this way under the current code. This is only an example I used. However, the potential developer publicly stated he would not develop the site this way, but any OI, C1, C2, or a downtown business district property that's already zoned could be developed this way. It's the reason that I asked for the moratorium. To me, this type of dense development, whether it's on the site that I've shown you the plan for, or any other site, would impact the city in several negative ways. First, it would strain our ability to provide services to this site, water and sewer, as well as public safety. The increase in population would not offset by enough an increase in the tax base to create new positions and infrastructure to accommodate that rapid scale of growth. I also believe that the accompanying increase in commercial property would significantly devalue existing properties, because we'd basically be flooding the market with new commercial properties. While we need growth in that sector, in my opinion, I would not be in favor of hurting our current commercial property owners. So, what do you think? Leave a comment below. I'd love your input.